Most brothers, this is your boy JTLive. Welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings, the series. Of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it. And it is that time of the season. It is crunch time. The season is starting within 2 days, or rather it's starting within a day. Leeds' season is starting in 2 days, and it's time to get some of these signings wrapped up. And apparently there could be a big name heading over to Elland Road before the start of the new campaign. But let's not waste any more of your time. Before we do get into this, we are trying to hit 4K before the start of the new season. We are moonwalking our way up there. So if you can help support me, support you, and stay up to date with everything on the channel, then subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any future content. But let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get straight to the meat of the action. The first story is coming by way of Helder Costa, the man who really has struggled to make a name for himself ever since Leeds got promoted into the Premier League. It hasn't really gone too well for him since he signed for Leeds. In all fairness, he didn't really hit the ground running in the Championship the way a lot of people have expected. When he did go to the Premier League, he had a little renaissance at the beginning of the season, but everything did kind of fall downhill, and it does look like he is about to completely sever ties with Leeds United, and it is apparently 99% confirmed that he will be joining Al Ittihad. Leeds United have agreed a deal to sell winger Helder Costa to Saudi Arabian outfit Al Ittihad, according to Abu Omar. Writing via his personal Twitter account on the 2nd of August, the Instituto journalist reported that Costa, who is 28 years old, is edging closer to a move to the Middle East to end his 3-year stay at Elland Road. A final agreement was reached with Leeds United for the transfer, and he is going to be linking up with former manager Nuno Espirito Santo over at Al Ittihad. Unfortunately, Helder Costa, I got him on one of my shirts. I thought he was really good at bang for Leeds United. I thought he could be one of the guys to take us up to heights beyond imagination. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for him, but he is still a very skillful player. All the best, fella. And speaking of a skillful player who, and on his heyday at Leeds United, was someone who the fans once again thought was going to take us to pastures green. However, unfortunately, that didn't work out. This time, slightly different circumstances, and it is Charlie Taylor, and Leeds United could be in the running for Charlie Taylor's signature. Taylor is reportedly a player Leeds are still keeping a key eye out for when it comes to replacing our left-back situation. And speaking of keeping a key eye out for someone who plays the left back and features on the left hand side for Leeds United, it is Jack Harrison. And keep an eye on this one, because I don't think the saga is over yet. However, Newcastle United, as things stand, yet to go back in for Jack Harrison. He has been drawing a lot of interest from Eddie Howe's Newcastle, who believe the winger could be tempted to make the move to the northeast, and they are apparently waiting with bated breath, but have yet been put off by that 47 million euro release, well, not release clause valuation that Leeds have slapped on him. So we will have to wait and see how that folds out. Now, or rather unfolds, should I say. Now, in more positive news, Leeds United are very hopeful of a new arrival after the Wolves opener as the transfer window's endgame takes shape. That is right, the transfer window is ending within 4 weeks. The season is starting within 48 hours for Leeds, so we need to get things moving sharpish. We need to get that ball rolling, and we need to get some of these signings in. The 3 positions that Leeds are really in desperate need for, or rather in need for in general, is a striker, a left back, and a goalkeeper. I would say we need a centre half more importantly than a goalkeeper even. However, the goalkeeper is the position that Leeds have been looking at, and it does look like it is possible that this could be our next signing, according to Mr. Leeds Live. Now, it does go on to say that they expect this to be done within the next week. Bahrain Cross reported on the 3rd of August that a new goalkeeper is likely to be the next addition at Elland Road, although the club is still looking to add a striker and left back before the end of the window. That's what I like to see. And this has all apparently been pushed forward because of the fact that Christopher Klesen has picked up an injury behind closed doors and now is going to be facing some time on the sideline. So Leeds desperately need a backup goalkeeper. Get Ben Foster in. Get him cycling his way over to Elland Road. That's what I say on that one. But let me know who you guys want to sign down in the comment section down below. And I tell you someone who I would love to sign, and it is that man Cody GAKPO. I would still be very, very interested in signing him. He's a guy who has gone off the radar of a lot of Leeds fans. There hasn't been a lot of talk about him recently. However, he has apparently not gone off of Victor Orta's radar, and the Whites could still make a move for Cody GAKPO and even potentially make one before the Wolves match. This is a massive, massive claim by Charlie Smith, posted last night on the 3rd of August. Leeds United can make a move for PSV forward Cody GAKPO in the coming days, according to Footmercato. The Whites were thought to be in talks for the 23-year-old, who is a big target alongside Charles de Ketelaere. Rumours had initially called off after Leeds brought in Luis Sinisterra, but it looks like he is still of interest to those at Elland Road. The latest could move before the season opener. Footmercato shared an update on Tuesday regarding Leeds, who are still thought to be after a Rafinha replacement. The report said that Leeds are still very attentive when it comes to GAKPO, adding that before starting the season against Wolves this Saturday, Leeds could therefore see its workforce move. GAKPO, a Netherlands international, scored 45 goals in senior level, of course, and could be someone who helps us get some goals into the squad, helps us get some clinicality in there. And could you imagine Sinisterra, GAKPO, and Aronson with Bamford or Gelhardt up front? Ooh, that is looking saucy. Now, I hope this doesn't mean a move of Jack Harrison in the other way. I think this would mean keeping Jack Harrison, and he would be the guy we would sign instead of a striker, instead of a Callum Owendo or someone like that, because again, he can play up front, he can play on either wing as well. He's a tall guy, he can offer a lot of qualities, not just with his pace and his dynamism on the wings, but also his ability to have good hold-up play, give us an aerial threat. He's a top player that we could be signing, and it's interesting that they say that it could be done within the next 48 hours. I don't see us moving that quickly. It would be great to dream that we could make moves that quickly, but it's something out there nonetheless. But would you guys still want him? Do you guys still want Cody GAKPO? Are you even interested in Cody GAKPO anymore? Let me know down in the comments section down below. And speaking of a player who is versatile and can play in multiple big positions, the big story for Leeds United today is that Maxwel CORNET is on the radar for the Whites, and Leeds United want the £17.5 million Newcastle target, who Chris Wood said has fantastic quality, of course referring to Maxwel CORNET. They say Burnley attacker, however, I would like to see him in that left-back / left-wing-back role for Leeds. That's the role I want to see him in. I don't want to see him as a Jack Harrison replacement on the wing. I want to see him in that left-back role. He played there for Lyon back in his heyday, where he did make 250 appearances before obviously moving to Burnley. He offers a lot of quality from open play and from set pieces. And let me tell you something, man. I love Jack Harrison, but his set pieces this preseason, his free kicks have not been it. They have not been it. Maxwel CORNET, I mean, he scored a free kick against Leeds, so that says all that needs to be said, mate. He has amazing quality off the dead balls. He has amazing quality in general. He's got an absolute wand of a left foot, and getting him in left back could be a real coup for Leeds United. There are a lot of clubs apparently interested. Leeds, Everton, Newcastle, and West Ham all very interested. However, due to the Hammers being very well equipped out wide, it doesn't look like they are going to be making a move on him. He is valued at £17.5 million. And apparently, according to Burnley, there have been certain clubs showing an interest of making it a potential loan move. However, Burnley are not prepared to accept any loan offer for the key man Maxwel CORNET at this stage, according to a Twitter update by the Daily Express journalist Ryan Taylor. This would be a signing and a half. Again, Premier League proven quality. Showed he can get goals in the Premier League. Showed that he can play in the Premier League. Showed he's up to the physicality of the Premier League. Showed he can fight it out in a relegation battle if needs be. Yes, Burnley did end up getting relegated, but he scored 9 goals that campaign for them, and he was a big driving force, actually somewhat pulling them up the table near the end of the season. He is a top player. Could you imagine him on one fullback side? You got Rasmus Christensen on the other side, just in front of them. You have Sinisostra. Maybe you have Gakpo on the other wing. Mate, that is looking classy. That is looking classy. And when Senior Firpo comes back, you put Maxwel CORNET on the left wing, maybe. It just gives us so many options getting him. I mean, I couldn't speak highly enough about this. I'm not sure if we will be able to fight off these other sides for him. What are we going to be able to offer him that they can't? I'm not so sure. Is he going to be happy to be playing second fiddle to Senior Firpo? Is he going to be playing second fiddle to Senior Firpo? These are the questions we have to ask, and I want them answered by you guys. So let me know down in the comment section down below what you think about Maxwel CORNET, what you think about Cody GAKPO, what do you think about all these moves. But for now, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my...